Live from Marietta, Florida. Chef Brown, same ruck, different day. Morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, as some people like to say. We're going to get into it right away here. My question of the day is, how can we prevent burnout? And I'll just caveat this by saying everybody's life is different. But what are the things that we have in common? Well, we all have 24 hours in a day. We all have bodies that we ambulate this planet with. By the way, quick aside, I went to a 10-day body-mind retreat place up in Ithaca, New York, several years ago. And during one of the meditation series, the guy leading the meditation said, "We are not our bodies." And I thought that was one of the more profound things I'd ever heard. And when it gets right down to it, we aren't. These bodies are just jars of clay that our real essence inhabits for a temporary space of time here on this plane. They were off elsewhere. I won't get into that elsewhere. But what he did say about us not being our bodies is these bodies have appetites, but we don't have to agree with everything this body wants. And this actually goes to the subject of the day anyway, about how we prevent burnout. Well, the body can want lots of things and overindulge in things it shouldn't, whether it's food, drink, drugs, just activity, just pushing our body. That maybe is the thing to think about. But our bodies have appetites, and that's a one-word vocabulary, and that's more. The body just always wants more. But us, that who we are, the mind, the soul, the spirit part of us that just inhabits this body, gets to make those higher level decisions that this body may be craving, and we're just giving into it. So that's really the base level of how to prevent burnout, is recognizing, at least how I do it, is recognizing that I'm not this body, and I don't have to give in to every single thing this body wants. One more bite of whatever. I heard it said once, an alcoholic friend of mine said, "I can have a drink and want another drink, or I can not have a drink and still want another drink." Either way, she knew she was still going to want another drink, so why not never have that first one ever again? And by the way, one more interesting thing she mentioned was the thing that kept her sober more than anything else was not having to get sober again, having to go through that sobriety, getting sober period. And a lot of people are on weight loss journeys. Well, maybe figure out a way when you get to your goal to never have to go back to that again, never have to get to that goal again. It's another way to prevent burnout, is sort of get to that optimal place of health, of just protecting yourself from outside forces to the extent you can. And that even goes to our surroundings, the people, places, and things that we're around every day. Those things can really wear us out if those are toxic or unhealthy. So highly recommend checking out those relationships, whether it's work, a friend, marriage. Maybe it's not supposed to be. I'm not telling you to get a lawyer, but sometimes these things, you need a little distance from people to just help you help yourself. So how do you prevent burnout? Well, it starts with you taking care of you first, to the best you can. Your health, That means physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever path you're on, and all of those. Just get to that best version of yourself and at least keep heading toward that every day. And when you're thinking like that, when you're taking care of you instead of everybody else and everything else, you're going to realize that that's the best place to be. Start with you, take care of you, then you're in a much better place to take care of everybody else and everything else. You have a clear head. You'll know what's important instead of everything being important. So put your mask on first and then help your adult children who are with you. I don't know that I have much else to say about that. Somebody's coming to the door. What if he's delivering food? Sometimes Brian orders food, gets it dropped off. So I'd love to hear from you. Put in the comments how you've prevented burnout for yourself, and maybe share with us some tips and tricks that you've found successful helping you prevent burnout. We'd love to hear from you. Have a great Friday. Take some downtime over the weekend if you can, if you're not working or have other obligations. Just take a moment, enjoy the day, enjoy the weekend, and don't burn out. Have a good day.